Today's guest is one of the new singing sensations of Sri Lanka. At just 21 years of age, she has shown that she is a force to be reckoned with within the entertainment industry. Her list of original hits coupled with her infectious persona on stage has made her a household name in the island. She is none other than Ashanya Premadasa.
Okay, so here we go. Ashanya Premadasa. I almost feel like really weird saying that now because the last time I met you, it was like we were just talking, I think you were 18 or 17. And now when I say Ashanya Premadasa, it's like it just means something totally different, right? So Ashanya, anyway, it's lovely to see you again. It's always so nice.
Thank you for having me.
I think we met up some time back, like I said. You obviously your life has changed dramatically since then.
Crazy.
So we'll get to all of that. The thrills and the spills and the pros and the cons and all this stuff. But Ashanya, I think a lot of people now know you as this superstar, this singer, and this celebrity who comes on all these shows on every TV and social media and whatever. But let's get back into the Ashanya, the growing years. Did you always want this for you, or was there something else that you wanted to do? I know you're also a very successful entrepreneur. You have your own jewelry line and all that. Right. So, but when you were a kid, what was life like for you?
So I always wanted to be a singer anyway. So since I was like 4, I've been singing. Actually, I thought since I was 5, I've been singing. But recently my mom told me since I was 4, I've been singing. So this has always been what I wanted. It's like, you know, all the other kids are like, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a doctor. And I was like, I want to be a singer. Like that's all I want to be. And then it happened.
Since you were 4, huh?
Since I was 4.
Wow. So
My first concert was when I was 4.
what was the like? Were you inspired by a certain song, or what kind of is there? Are there any singers like in my? You know, I had a band. Hopefully, I will have again in the future. But I don't know how I was inspired by my dad a lot because my dad used to be a huge fan of music. So he used to have records and all, and he used to play it when I was very young. And also my uncle was in a very successful band here. So for you, was there anyone in your family that was in music or
Mom.
your dad?
My mom.
Oh, your mom. Oh, wow,
She doesn't really show herself much out. Like she's like very introverted actually. My mom's very introverted.
Right.
And so she
Did she sing professionally or?
no, she has like a beautiful voice. She has like she's like has like a carbon copy of my voice. With the whole accent and everything. But like she used to tell me that I used to just like sing all around the house. I used to not, even though if I didn't know words, I would just be like humming or something. Then she realized that I can sing.
Right.
And then she was like, she's gonna put me for classes. So then she put me for classes. And yeah, so
now does she take all the credit for the success and all that?
no, nothing like that. But like it's basically like she has stage fright. So
Right.
I'm basically living her dream also. So it's like she's really happy for it. So she's the one who like, you know, helps me out with the training.
Right.
No, like everything.
As you got older now, I know even before you okay, so I first saw you on a chocolate, they had that center stage, right?
Yes, and to say.
I see you wearing a blue shimmery dress, right? You know how I remember you because
You met me through the blue shimmery dress because I took
yeah,
up
blue
twice.
shimmery dress. You before as well.
Yeah, in 2017.
Okay, so I saw you the blue shimmery dress here.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really, because we were filming it for Michelle on that year, and I remember seeing you. I think you came second or first runner up or something like that, right? You got a praise. You got a praise. But I really remember you because on stage you were like, I mean, I still remember we edited that video, and even my editor was like, "How do me girl, lasana in natano and all that stuff." Yeah. So I always that's how I approached that. But even before that, you had a bit of a social media presence, right? Were you like an influencer?
No, no, but like I used to like to create content, so I used to do covers online.
Okay.
But like I think Chocolate Center Stage was the first ever competition I took part in, like a big competition. So
Right.
before that, like I told you, I still go to Miss Ashanti School of Music for my class.
Right.
So 2015, I had my first competition with her at her school, and I won first place.
Right.
And I did my second competition. Like in between that, I was going for like these guest performances for like intra clubs and for school.
Right.
And 2017 at Center Stage was my first competition ever, and like I won, I think I won 3rd place and most popular award.
Oh, right.
And
No surprises there.
and 2019 was when you.
I saw you. Okay. So then we met up, and then I was in the Yamaha Pro Studio station. So one thing I have to tell you guys, the moment I saw Ashanya, when we met, like I liked the straight off the bat, okay? And then I remember we had our long conversations of what she should sing, and then you decide to sing that song, 1980
No,
something.
2002.
Two- It's been a while, sorry. So we had to meet more often. Okay, 2002.
Oops, I got 99 problems singing bye, bye, bye. Hold up, if you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time. Paint a picture for you and me on the days when we were young. I'm singing at the top of both our lungs. Now we're under the covers. Fast forward.
And she, if you guys can go to YouTube and check it out, Ashanya the early years, right? She's there. She just is so good at doing singing. It's a tough song to sing also. And more than anything, like when I was filming her for the video, like she has no bad angles, you know. Like she was like so animated and she was singing. Like I was when I was editing it, I was like, wow, now which shot do I take? This or this? No, serious. Like I always want to tell you, should get into acting because I think even now you could if you want to, and I'm sure there are offers coming.
Many inquiries.
There must be, no?
Yeah.
But will it be too much work
No,
for
that's
you?
the thing. So when I do something, I want to like give my 100%.
Right.
So I feel like I won't be able to do that, like balance everything right now because like acting is like a lot of shooting and stuff.
Yeah. And it might take away from your music,
Take
right?
that risk right now, but like
One day.
maybe.
Huh?
But my like goal is like music. So until I get to that certain
Right.
someday,
Right.
it's gonna take some time. We'll
Okay.
see.
So let's get back to the music. So now your life changed dramatically when you took part in the voice competition, right? Organized by NBC, MTV.
Seriously.
Oh yeah, MTV Citizen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, what made you want to take part in that? I mean, okay, you were always a very ambitious person, so I can imagine. What was that process like? And tell us, what is for people who want to take part in The Voice, because it's on now also, I think. What is the process of the audition process? How does it work?
So if you ask me why I want to apply for voice, is because like I've always wanted to apply for voice. Like the voice concept, I've always wanted to go abroad and participate in voice, but
Right.
since it came to Sri Lanka, my mom applied for me. And then I got called. And then I went, but it's not easy. It's not just like a blind audition. You have like 2-3 auditions
To
before
get to that point.
Yeah.
So who judges you on those auditions?
I guess like the people.
People are there. Okay. Because I mean, you can, everyone can get a sense if someone can sing it. Okay.
Yeah. I think so before the blind audition, it's just like a very, mild, kind of
Right,
sequence.
right.
So, yeah. So after that, I got chosen for blinds.
Right.
And then I went forward. I actually, like in the sense, like I had the feeling, okay, maybe I'll get chosen for blinds.
Right.
It's not that I doubted, but
Right.
it's a tough competition. So I was like,
right.
kids from everywhere, like different parts of the country. So it's like tough competition, not just like a normal.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was a nice experience. It was like very nerve wracking, but
Right. No, I can imagine. I mean, the whole country is watching you, right? Yeah.
first time on TV.
But I mean, on stage you were like a pro. Like I think some people have it in their blood, right? Some people have it, and I think that's why some people can't understand why they don't have. I sometimes think you are born with certain attributes, and I think you.
I'm a very bubbly kind of person.
Yeah, Bridgetian.
Yeah.
I told someone earlier, the cutting can Bridgetian. All the Bridgetians are right.
Bubbly, dramatic sometimes person. So I think anyway it comes in me like when I just like dance and stuff. So performing wise.
So the songs were chosen by the judge, obviously.
Yeah.
And so do you all have like practice sessions in between and stuff like that?
Yes. So before like we have the competition. So before the next round, we have like certain like rehearsals. We have like I can't remember what they were called.
Okay.
We have a few rehearsals before anyway. We have like 3 rehearsals before the actual gig. So
Right. Okay. So now I remember speaking to you during The Voice because you were doing really well. And you, I think, came to the last few stages as well. But there was also a bit of a darker side of that, wasn't it? I remember calling you once or talking to you online, and you were really emotional because there were certain people were mailing you and writing. What was all that about? Like, what happened?
I think you're talking about like the whole negative side.
Negative side, yeah. I mean, I saw some people commenting as well, and I got really pissed off because I know you, and I knew a lot of this thing is very personal, right? It's just so what are the things on that side? What did you have to go through? The negative. What was it? Can you even describe it to us?
Yeah. So at the beginning, it was actually kind of sad. Like, I was sad for about a day. I always say this, for about a day. I was sad. I cried a lot. But then again, I thought to myself, no, actually, like I said, I'm not doing anything wrong to anybody.
Right.
So this is my life, and this is obviously now. I saw once I said this, a lot of people have been like, how can you say it's just like you don't listen to what people say? Like, we are the ones who bring you here. Yeah, true. You guys are the ones that bring me here.
Right.
Obviously, the people that listen to my music are the ones that bring me here.
Yeah.
But I know whose advice to take and whose advice
That's the
to
smart
not
thing.
to
Yeah,
take.
that's the smart thing to do. Yeah.
Because they are just like, no, we brought you here, so you have to listen to us. No, I don't. I don't have to listen to you,
Yeah.
but I will listen to the good
Yeah.
criticism, and the good things that they're saying, and also the stuff that I have to maybe mend here and there.
Of course.
right?
But also it depends on the way people put their advice to you, right? If
Yeah.
they are just slandering you and totally like, being a bit of a bee about it, then you can't, you don't want to take it with advice.
No matter like who you advise,
Yeah.
there's a way of advising. Even with a
course.
kid, if you
100%.
advise a kid, obviously to advise the kid in like a very nice way and maybe like a very thoughtful way, then when the kid actually listens, just like that, we're also human.
Yeah.
So it was a hard time at the beginning, like for about a day. After that, I have my parents and my family so good because of that.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really good about you. Have very good support system,
That's
right?
the best part actually, because if they weren't there, I don't know how I'd last, because actually because the people who hate on us, like hate on me, and like the people who are behind the keyboard.
You still have this kind of
It's normal at this point.
Really?
It's normal. It's just that like they don't understand that we're also human. They just think that since we're in the public eye, we're robots.
Of course.
We don't see, we don't like see, we don't like feel. That's like, oh, okay, they've hit the level of like, being in the public eye, so they don't really care. We don't care sometimes when we get hate, obviously, but then we're also human, so we
Yeah, I mean, you have feelings, right?
obviously.
Can you,
Robots, so.
Ashanya, if you can say, what is one of the worst things you've seen said about you, and what's one of the nicest things you seen?
So I feel like the nicest things people have said about me would be like, that they'll always be there for me no matter what. They'll always
Right.
report me, and then I'll definitely go on to an international stage someday and I'll win the world, because that's my end goal anyway.
You certainly hope you, and I have a feeling you will, if you keep on the trajectory that you're on now. But
Manifesting it.
what has been one of the nastiest things?
Nastiest, people are
Just I want to give people an idea what people like you go through,
yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know this side of the industry.
So they just, I don't know, they say stuff like, people come to the point that they say stuff like, go like kill yourself and all.
What?
Yeah, they're like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Kill yourself?
Yeah, people are like that. They're like, we don't want to listen to your music. We can't listen to it. Our ears bleed and stuff. So go kill yourself. Like, all that stuff. People are there.
Why don't they just stop listening then?
Literally, what I say, if we so
Stop
obviously,
going for the concert.
literally,
Stop listening to the music.
what I say is like, if I see something on social media I don't like, I just scroll. I don't bother to go comment, just say shit. I just like, okay, I don't like it, scroll. Like, everybody has their own opinions, right? But doesn't mean you have to put somebody down and bring them down, because anyway, it's like this though. We can't change people. That's one. And they should understand their actions are going to reflect back on them. Like, they're going to get bad.
But karma is for real,
You
right?
have to wish it. It's just going to
No.
happen. So
100%. Totally
wish it
agree.
on anybody, but
You know,
happen.
You have to be accountable for your actions, right? At some point,
We just have to pray for the people who
I
are really bad.
Yeah, I'm a big follower of tennis. I follow tennis quite religiously, right? My feed, it's always tennis, and right now there's a tournament going on in Dubai, which I'm following. So the women, the ladies who play, the women who play for that, especially, I follow this girl from Germany called Eva Lees. It's a very nice, pretty girl, and she's very good. She's just coming up. But every time she loses, she gets so much of hate, and she puts them all up. And when you said about this killing, she gets so many. Why don't you commit suicide? Why don't you? This is the wrong job for you because she's quite a well nicely built girl. Why don't you be on OnlyFans? Should have been better for you. You know, this and that. I mean, okay, forget the OnlyFans, but all this violent hate.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can be so vicious. You
Yeah,
know,
but have you realized that if somebody actually goes and harms themselves and like
this is the
something,
thing.
then they're just like, oh no,
How were they? I
rest in peace. But no, you guys are the ones that made that
drove you.
come to that.
And especially in a time like this
You
when
know?
kids are just so like a little bit
Have you
mentally weak and we have so many
Have
people
you seen how many kids are
Of
just like
course.
losing their lives?
and this is enough to trigger, right? I mean, cyberbullying is a thing.
I've held on to this no, but like I'm not gonna
No,
stop.
no, but
Wait,
no.
The good thing is I have a good support system.
That's the thing.
So that
You have your dad is like your bodyguard, no?
yeah, because if somebody was doing this all alone who didn't have a support system, I don't think they'd be able to last. Actually, one thing I learned about being in this industry is you have to be really strong.
Yeah,
You
and have a
have to
thick
be
skin, no?
really strong. Like, it doesn't matter if you're really sensitive, you can't. You have to be like, okay, you leave your sensitivity aside and just be strong. Because if not, you won't be able to bear up to stay in this industry. It's hard, but
Right.
it's also
But the good thing is, Ashanya, okay, you'll always have the people who give negativity and the haters. But just like that, you get the people who also love you
yeah,
for what you do.
that's why
I know the guys all love you, huh? 'Cause I see, I see them coming up to you on stage, so cute. But I also okay. I don't know if you get hate mail, but I'm sure you must be getting a fair amount of fan mail.
yes, definitely. There's a lot of fans also. I think there's
Has anyone asked to marry you and stuff like that, or be your girlfriend and Nangi?
it's me saying that like they want to go on a date with me, they like meet me, he might think this someone, all stuff. But
So how do you deal with that stuff? You can't just also say no, right? I mean, you got to be diplomatic, right? Do you have an assistant to answer all those things?
no, I reply to a few and
No, but you must be getting like tons
Yeah,
of
it's lot,
DMs, no?
there's a lot of exiting.
Ah.
I think I try to reply to whenever I can. Like people tag me in, like when they like do like TikToks and all for my song, they tag me and all, so I just
Right.
post them. And I reply to them on TikTok also. I just like comment and like on the
Right.
post.
Right.
So I like to have a lot of like fan interaction because I feel like they are the reason why I'll continue. That's why I said like now I don't focus on the hate also because that's like me bringing more negativity into my career, like
Right.
manifesting more negativity, and I don't want that because
Yes.
that's not gonna get me anywhere. You know,
True,
so
true.
you manifest good, only you get good. So I don't want to manifest bad.
Of
That'd be
course.
really bad.
100%. Okay, so now we leave that there. I just want to talk about your music, the music that you're putting out, right? One thing I really like about you is you're pursuing on your originals. You know, for a long time you're doing covers, and there is this thing when you come in from competitions like The Voice. It happens overseas as well. There's a tendency to get like a reputation of being a cover singer, you know, and then you just go on tours singing covers, like even Adam Lambert, people like that. He's singing with Queen, but a lot of people, even overseas, you know, American Idol, Voice, there haven't been any success. You know, any of the people who won haven't been successful, more except for maybe Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood. It's always the person who came in third or like that. So there has to be something to that. But I can see what I like about you is at such a young age, you're 20 now, we can say that, right? 21. But I thought she was still like 17. Anyway, I think it's great that you're doing your own songs, right? And now you released about 3 or 4 now?
I have actually 5 songs.
Wow.
Even though I haven't like not many people know it like properly, I have like 5 original songs right now.
What are the 5 songs?
So I have Rose Aaye. They all sing her these movies. I have Rose Aaye. I have Makkara Handave. I have Rata Rata, my new song.
Right.
Crazy, crazy boy, make me wanna say, oh my god. Red, red, son of a me, manga, kandune. Manga, takata, umade, no makava, tama ene. Red, red, son of a me, manga, kandune. Manga, takata, umade, no makava, tama ene.
Actually, I have 6 songs. I just realized. I have a song for Dana Dana, which is all
I never
for
heard that.
Dana
I
Dana
know.
slow song. It's actually a slow song.
Okay.
It's with the featuring, and then I have another one called Atikolo, which is also featuring, and I have another one called Veenavi. It's a really nice song. The music video is supposed to come out.
Veenavi, I've heard that
Yeah.
song. You sing that live, right?
No, I haven't sang it live, but
Oh, then
it's
that's not what it is.
with Iraj Jaya and like another.
My old friend Iraj. Okay, how is he doing these days?
I
He's
guess.
all
I
right?
haven't met him also in a long time.
But
But
when you collaborate with these artists, is it a very intense collaboration or just does Iraj say, okay, come to my studio, record the voice cut and then that's
no, but then I have to say, so actually I have to give appreciation to Irajai because not many artists let us sing their songs, which is their personal liking, which is completely fine. But Irajai has told me to sing any of.
Oh, it's a cover of Iraj song. One of,
I'm just saying,
okay.
like he has let me, like he has allowed me to sing any of his songs that he has produced, and it's really nice because like he knows like that this is gonna help me build up and start up my career. So then he did a song with me. He did a song, in the sense he produced a song with me and produced a song for me. And like there are like 2 other featuring artists for that as well. And it's a really nice song. You guys are gonna see it soon. You're gonna love it.
When,
Like,
when are we going to see that then?
I don't know. Hopefully soon. I've been asking him. So Iraja, you're the one.
Busy man. No?
Busy man.
Busy man. Yeah, he's always been busy.
He's a very humble person.
Of course, I've known Iraj for, I mean, Iraj is now diversified and he has his hands in so many things. But I can only speak about the musician,
Yes.
right? And I've always known him to be a very talented guy because I know Iraj from, when he had Illinois and took part in TL on stage and stuff like that. And he's a very talented piano player.
Very.
A lot of people don't know that. Actually, I think Iraj should just start playing piano and doing like
I've never.
unplugged shows.
I've
on
never heard of him.
No, he can play piano. I mean, obviously, he uses keyboard to compose, right? But honestly, he can play piano really well. And I think if he does that, it'll show a different side to him.
Yeah.
And also, he's very talented.
Very talented.
and
Very
I mean,
humble also on him. When you actually meet him in person, like he's a very humble person.
he knows me really well.
Nice person.
And I also think it's good. I mean, when people like him, people like Bhatia and stuff like that, we all came up at the same time and in the 2000s in the music industry. And Bhatia and Iraj and them, they created a bit of a revolution. And I think that's what has given you all the platform to do it. Regardless whether you like their music or not, you have to give them the credit for that,
Definitely. They are the ones that like changed the industry.
100%.
Like, for the
100%.
future also. So
I remember back in the day, we used to have a rock band. We were quite, recently popular in the English scene. So Bharat used to always tell me, Anil, what are you doing? You all have all these melodies and do it in Sinhala, man. Do it in Sinhala. We never went to because I could write it. But now I'm changing and we're trying to do something different.
that's nice.
But you had to give them credit for what they did. And that's why young artists are afforded the luxury to do that,
So the other ones that helped us get this platform of being comfortable and like getting to be, public and also.
So, Ashanya, what is your process like? So, do you do an intense vocal practice at home or when you do it at Ashanti's? How this stuff? What is your regime like?
So a lot of people don't know that I've been actually training. I've been voice training since I was 11 at Ashanya School of Music.
Right.
And up to now I do it. And right now.
What is that process like at Ashanti School of Music? Like you go in, is a group thing or a one-to-one
I do
thing?
individual. I used to do group.
With Ashanti or?
Miss Ashanti. So now I'm doing, now I've been doing for some time. I've been doing individual. So it's like group, individual. But like I realized that individual is what actually works for me because I really need that, that one-on-one time focus.
Right.
And it's like my peace. Like right now, it's like my peace. Like I love going for classes and like Miss Ashanti is like really, really nice to be around. I think I'm also a very strong person right now is because of Miss Ashanti. I have to give that credit. Because not everybody is supportive, especially me in the same industry. So Miss Ashanti has always been really good to me. She's been advising me since I was a kid. And the funny part, Miss Ashanti predicted. So when I went for my audition, I think I was about like 10. And then like she told me the day of the audition, she was like, you are going to come into the industry when you're 18. And I came into the industry when I was 18. She was like, you're going to blow up when you're 18. And I blew up when I was 18.
There you go.
She knew. But yeah.
It's great. But I mean, I can imagine because you were with her from such a young age. She probably saw a lot of talent in you, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
And
that's
she always says we have like the same, like a similar vocal tone. So when she's like, if I can do this, if I can pitch this also, you also can pitch it, we'll work towards this. So she believes in me so much.
That's sweet.
And she's never had like any type of like.
She always had your backs,
Always had my back and like.
She's a nice. I mean, I don't know her very well. I know, but from what I know her, she's very nice. But she has a phenomenal voice as well.
Her voice.
I remember first time
goosebumps at class.
Yeah.
She's just like so effortless.
Effortless, right? Effortless. Actually, I think people like BNS have to have a lot to thank for her and people like Randir, because they are the ones who are up in the background, but they do,
Yeah.
especially Ashanti did a lot for their brand back in the day. And I remember the first time I heard Ashanti's voice, it was on a Candos commercial.
Uh-huh.
It was that song, When You're Feeling Down. I mean, Ashanti knows if she sees this. And I was wondering, wow, who's this bird who's singing this song? Like, it's such a good voice, such a distinctive voice.
Versatile. She can sing Sinhalese, English.
But I think Ashanti should start. Ashanti, we're watching. If you watch this, I think you know me, so I can tell you this. I think you should do more English originals
Yeah.
and try to push it, because she has the voice to do it.
Yes.
You know,
Her
like
voice.
she can do like My Heart Will Go On level stuff. You know.
Her voice, because yesterday we were practicing Speechless from Aladdin.
All right.
God, she was just like, I was like, that song is such a hard song. Like, it's like a complete workout. And she was just like effortlessly singing. I was like, how? Like, how? She was like, no, I was also in your position once. I had to practice a lot.
I think she went to Auntie Marianne. I
Is
think.
that so?
I think she
Today
went
the
to-
birthday, actually, today is Miss Ashanti's birthday.
Oh, okay. So happy birthday, Ashanti. You're gonna see this about a week later, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Right. So now let's move out of the music for a while and talk about other stuff, because you're also a lot of things other than just the music. Tell us a little bit about this jewelry line. I got to know Ashanya's jewelry line when I interviewed her for the Yamaha Pro Studio sessions, and she came with all this like bubbly stuff, and I was like, I don't know who. Well, for instance, the stuff you're wearing now, is this your stuff?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, one
You have more cosmetic kind of stuff, right?
I have more beaded stuff.
Beaded stuff, yeah.
Like, one thing about me is everybody's like, whenever I go out, they're like, is this like part of your shop? No, it's not. Like, I don't for some reason wear my own products. I don't know why I should start doing that. But like, I make more like beaded jewelries,
Right.
like necklaces, phone charms, bracelets, rings. I don't know. I make a lot of.
Is it? Do you put it anywhere in any of the shops, or you just
No,
sell it
I
online?
actually have it online, but like I had to put a pause to it because of the whole
Music, yeah. Now your life is
Because
like.
the thing is, like with me, is also like my dad said, you can get people's help, but I'm like, no, I want to make it from my own hands. Like, you know, like I'm scared. Like, okay, let's say I give it to somebody else to take over, and they miss like one certain bead in the middle. What? I have to remove everything all over again and do it. So there's no point.
I 100% understand, and exactly the same. We are both control freaks.
Yeah.
No, but that's because we want it to be done right.
I want it to be perfect. I mean, at the end of the day, it goes under my name.
Of course.
Yeah. So.
And no one else will take that care because it's not their name, right? When you
Yeah.
know it's your name on the line, you put that.
Yeah, so
right,
because of that. But like, it's really nice. I want to start again. Like, I've set up my table and everything. I'm
right.
gonna start again. So I'll let
So
you
these
know.
are all done by you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because you said.
So I just like, I get the beads not.
Does it take a long time?
Take
A lot of patience, you
time.
know?
So like beads, no, but I've always loved like handwork since I was a kid. I used to get like 100 marks. My mom used to get 99, 100 during school all the time.
Right.
So,
So Ashanya, now being this person in the spotlight, there's a lot of pressure, first of all, to perform, to day in, day out, and to have this, really good, squeaky clean persona, because there's a microscope on you now. What about like every time now when you go outside, you feel the pressure to like dress up and like you කඩේ යනකොට dress or කඩේ යනවා තාම දැන් කඩේ යන්නේ නැහැ. Supermarket you must go.
yeah, but my parents don't send me anywhere alone. So that's
Ah.
that since I was a kid.
Have you ever had a instance where someone has tried to kind of be a bit dodgy with you? Touchy and all?
No, not touchy, but there are certain times that I feel very uncomfortable.
Like what?
I don't know.
The way they look?
There
or-
are ways that people approach, So if they approach in like a very, I don't know, like you said, dodgy way, obviously I feel uncomfortable. So that has
Right.
happened. That has happened multiple times. But like, thank God my parents are always there with me. So they don't like send me anywhere alone.
Right.
So because that's all good. But yeah, I mean, like, no. Dressing up in a sense, I've always dressed up since I was a kid. So my mom used to say that I used to throw tantrums when I was a kid, if I don't get to pick out my own like clothes, if I don't get to wear sunglasses. Since I was like 6 years old, I've been dressing up a lot. So because of that, I anyway like to dress up when I go out. It's like
So it doesn't
very,
matter.
like, it's like
That thing didn't
very
change.
important for me. So that didn't change.
Right.
But like I think that's also the part of being in the public eye. It's kind of fun. So like
And you're like putting out your own kind of style, right?
Yeah.
And I think you have that little, and I have to say, like I've seen some of the outfits you wear for your live shows, and all nice, huh?
thank you.
And you have a nice mix of like, how can I put this? Nice mix of hotness with class.
Ah,
It's not like weird,
thank you.
And I think it's good because at the end of the day, well, a lot of people don't understand. And I'm sure you might be even getting all these weird hate comments for your outfits or something. But what people don't understand is you're an entertainer, right? It's not only about the singing. You have to go and entertain the crowd. That goes from what you wear or how you act on stage.
So when you're an artist, when you're in the public eye, I think not just singing matters. You have to be able to perform. You have to be able, like you. So my impression that I want on people, like when people see me, is like Ashanya. Okay, the kid, like the girl that dresses up really nicely, uniquely,
Right.
and she has like a unique tone. The
Yes.
way she performs,
Mm.
I want to be able to give them that impression when they think of Ashanya. So I think even like how you put yourself together matters a lot, like the identity you create. So I'm anyway a girl that dresses up a lot, that loves like fashion. Since I was a kid, I loved it.
Have you ever want to design?
I like to design, I just can't draw. But
But you can ever.
I learned that. So
Okay, that's good. I think you're a person, honestly. I'm not just saying this. I think if you put your mind to it, you can do almost anything.
I feel like even my dad has said that whenever I put my mind to something, I've always gotten it done. I don't give up.
Right.
One thing about me is I don't give up. I think that also comes with my family also because they don't let me give up either.
Right.
So yeah.
And because otherwise, with all the hate that you got and everything, you would have packed this up by now.
Yeah, that's
If your dad would have said, "Meh, not stop this and wait."
yeah.
Huh?
I'm just like, no matter how much they want me to go, I'm not going.
And I always remember when you said they want to, it's not all of them. This is this. So now, since we're on the subject back, how has the more senior musicians been towards you?
And they've been very nice to me. They've been
They've opened doors for you.
they've,
Well, you just said Iraj works with you, and
that so I have to say so Miss Ashanti, obviously, Rajaya, so many, Coach Bhatia,
right.
Santosh,
Coach Buzz.
yeah, because they were like
Yeah, of
advisors.
course, yeah.
So a lot, Miss Maria, Coach Maria, everybody like
Right.
so nicely. They're very nice.
So where do you get any hate from any younger musicians or your peers? Maybe I don't know if that's the word for it. Or are they? How is it been in your? I know of late there have been a lot of young girls coming up. Now there's a girl Sana who's and I've seen you guys together.
Yes.
She also seems very sweet.
She's very nice also. Her and her family and all are very nice people.
Right,
I have to give
right.
them that credit.
And she's 16, right?
She's 16. Can
Right.
you believe?
Crazy shit, right?
Crazy.
All right. So I mean, but it's good that she's friendly with you because you can actually guide her, right? Because you've gone through all this before her. So I mean, you can. I'm sure she has a share
Oh,
of.
don't worry about this and that.
Yeah, she also must be getting her share of haters. So I mean, and also the good fans as well. But like,
We always focus on this, I'm saying in general,
Yeah.
he just like everybody in the world. I think we always focus on like
because
the people that hate us,
No, no,
but
that-
we don't.
yeah, really, there's
so many
tons of
that love
people.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100
so-
times more people than who. That's why they come. Like, have you ever walked into a show and no one has made a noise, or they've been quiet, or there's been an empty field for you? No.
Mhm.
So then, where are those haters then, right? So what I'm saying is like, but how is it between that community of you young artists? Because there has been quite a few young girls coming up in the scene. Do you all support each other, or how just is there any kind of competition animosity going on there?
It's like this. I mean, I don't know.
I'll tell you why I asked you, because I had Mari. I don't know if you know Mariusel. You sing Gayugi, right?
Yes.
So she's that's her song. So she was here a couple of weeks ago, and she said when she was starting out, like the senior musicians were all good. It's just all her peers were the one who were spreading all the rumors and really vicious. You watch that, you'll see that. So do you have stuff like that happening in this day and age?
In the sense, it's like this. I don't know, to be honest, before I get the proper answer, I don't know about others, but I am definitely a person that likes to support people because I always say once when you're happy for somebody else's success is when you get good in life. You can't be jealous of somebody else's success and expect good. No, it's basically like karma all over again.
Of course.
So I don't know about others, but then I'm very supportive. I love supporting people. I love sharing their music. I feel like people have to enter the industry, but with good intentions. You can't take the shortcut.
Yes.
Can't take the shortcut because you can go to a certain extent of taking a shortcut, which is like trying to cut people off, or giving other people bad impressions of like a certain
person.
certain person. But you can't do it for long. It doesn't last
course.
forever. So
But at the end of the day, when you keep telling people like negative stuff about another artist, the people you are telling will also get fed up of it, right? They'll be like, why is this girl always putting someone down like this, you know?
But then like I say, like, I'm not worried about who does what to me because I know the tables will turn. Tables are
100%.
like this. And like there's the God
100%.
above. And obviously he knows you can't do what you're doing forever. You can't be putting somebody down. You can't be giving people a bad impression of someone when they're actually not that person. Because I've met people that like other people are given bad impressions about me, but then they meet me, they're like, you're not like what they told me or like
I've had
this,
the same thing
like
happen.
that. And I'm like, yeah, you can't judge a person like that. You know, it's very easy for somebody to like
Very
spread
true.
rumors about you, but then when you're actually not like that. So like I said, like just
No, I agree with you 100%. She was like, I was in radio for about 10 almost 10 years at PNL and about 5 years at EFM. And when people hear you on the radio, and I was on stage also with my band, they automatically have their own idea of who you are like, first of all. Then when you are in the public eye, people say all kinds of stuff about you. So I've had that happen to me when people meet me, and I think they expect to see me this real, a bit of an a-hole snob or whatever. But then when they talk to me, they don't say it to me, but I can see it on their faces. They're like, oh, this guy is not a... And then they call me, they want to hang out and stuff. But I'm also a bit of a introvert. But when I have to, I have to. But so that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what else you said is true? I'll give you, and you know it, and I don't have to advise you on this, but I'll just tell you. Like you said, the people who do negative stuff, who always try to do you wrong, trust me, you don't have to wish them anything bad, nothing. When a day, whenever,
yeah, that's the thing. I always tell my mom
in front of your eyes,
my
these things will happen.
when
Yeah.
my parents tell me, it's like they can't go far because like they are gonna keep doing that to us, but then they are gonna come to a point that they just fall like this and they're like, what just happened? That's for everything you've done wrong to other people. So that's why I know, like that's why I know in my heart that I don't do anything wrong to anybody, no matter what they do to me.
Yeah.
It's because I know that like I'm gonna receive good. That's what I manifest. I'm gonna receive good. So we'll see. Because I always tell myself, like whoever that to anybody who's coming into the industry, if somebody is doing something bad to you, or if there are people hating you, you're doing something right.
Of course.
They're threatened by it. That's all.
100%. That's why they're doing it.
Because they see that you have something, so
That
they're
they
like,
don't have, and they can't do it. They even if you're Thai, they can't do it. You know.
you should be happy that people are like going like out of the way to do stuff to put you down because like
yes, of course. I mean,
they know that you have something.
if you have haters, trust me, you're doing something right.
Yeah,
But also, I can't understand the logic. Ashan, is if they are spreading rumors that you are a bad performer, you're a bad person. So if they really believe that in their hearts, then they should be happy and shut up. Because if you're such a bad person, then your career won't last. No. So what are they so worried about?
Miss Ashant is actually advising me and telling me people that put you down actually are just like their insecurities. They put it on somebody else just to make themselves feel better. That's as a you don't
Project,
to project, So because that, so I don't take it seriously anymore anyway. Because like I mean I know who I am. My parents know who I am. The people that meet me know
I know who you are.
You know who I am. So I mean, like I said, like I wish good upon people. Like I saw somebody had commented recently on my post saying,
you can't even imagine what it's like reading comments for anything for someone else.
I don't even bother this one, but then I saw this comment said something about you do whatever you want, but we will still continue hating on you.
What?
And then I replied saying, I hope you find happiness in life.
That pisses him off even more.
Yeah, I hope you find happiness in life. Like, no, he's just gonna continue like putting.
They're trying to get a reaction from you, They just want to get a reaction to know that they had some kind of impact on your life that day.
You know what I do? People are just like they comment harangues and harangues, like paragraphs. Yeah, paragraph for hating on me. What I do is like I just go and like click delete. Okay. Because I don't have to give them the satisfaction of being in my comments section, It's like, okay, you thank you for your time and effort for commenting a long paragraph, but like you're not needed here.
It's insignificant. Okay. Now let's move on. I mean, obviously you perform a lot. I've seen you performing on stage, on social media, but I must come for one of your concerts at some point. Now you also have done a lot of overseas concerts and tours. Tell us what that experience has been like, and how the fans kind of have been towards you when you go overseas and sing. Do they know you as well because they have seen you on YouTube, or how is their reaction overseas?
It's nice. It's also, so we go to sing for these, like for the Sri Lankan community anyway. So it's really nice because like I don't know, they give the same support as over here as well. And like I've always wanted, like I said, I've always wanted to be a singer. So like going overseas is like a big thing. Like it's a big,
My God, yeah.
even if it's like a small concert, like being able to say, okay, I
Hey,
toured
of
this
course.
country is like really cool. So
I mean, and a whole lot of people haven't been able to do that.
Yeah,
Even like
not
some of the more
everyone.
senior musicians, you know.
yeah, not everybody gets the chance. So I've toured for like a very, like I've toured like a few countries, but like it's nice. It's cool. It's a cool experience.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a bit of a controversial question. Okay. It's not controversial, but I think it's a fair question to ask. And I ask all the musicians who come here. In fact, I asked Stephanie. Stephanie also is getting into music. She was supposed to release some songs when I interviewed her last year. I don't know if it's happened.
She's very nice,
I mean, very sweet girl.
very supportive.
Very, very, very warm.
See, she pulls me to a corner. She's like, "You are amazing. Okay, don't
Yeah.
forget that."
Oh my God, that's such a good Stephanie impersonation.
Literally, you are amazing. Just go look at yourself in the mirror and like you.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful inside and outside both, and so warm. I mean, I love hugging her. She's a good, nice
Really?
hugger. Yeah.
She was a host for Voice, anyways.
Oh yeah, she was so good.
She was like, she always gave me like the most amazing introduction. So I used to get super hyped. I'm like, you know.
Yeah. She's very good. And in fact, when she came to talk to me on this show, I told her that actually she was one of the good things about that competition was her, because
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
really good.
Did good.
And she then that worked for her because she spoke in single and all that
Yeah.
became a big hit. No?
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so I asked Stephanie this question. I asked Mariasel this question. So now actually asking you is coming from a different person, because you're a person when you go outside, you obviously sing your songs. But now when you go for these concerts, how many songs you have to sing? About 5, 6?
I was
Roughly?
about 6.
6.
7,
Okay. Now you have 6 originals, fair enough. But you have to sing some covers, no?
Yeah.
Right. So I've heard you singing Dayugi and some others, Bhatiyas, no, some other songs. I've heard you singing some Baila
I
stuff.
was singing a few. Yeah.
Right. So now there is a small school of thought that's going, and actually I am for it, because I'm a songwriter as well. That now you know how it works overseas, right? Overseas, whenever an artist sings a cover of someone else's song, there has to be a certain kind of fee that's paid to that artist, right? Because otherwise, what happens is the performers make the money out of it, that the poor artists who write songs don't get anything. Now, I know you must be thinking, oh God, is Anil telling me then I have to know? No, it's not like that. I'm saying if that is there, either the concert organizer should ask you, okay, Ashanya, what are the songs you're going to sing, right? And then you say, okay, I'm going to sing this. There are 3 covers. Then either there should be a body that says, okay, each song, either 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees or whatever, that collects this and gives it to the artist. Then you will also get encouraged to write songs. The people who write songs, the quality will be better. And imagine the industry that we will have, all these people, you know, I mean, like for instance, if the songs that are being covered now, like over and over again, if there was a system like that in place back in the day, these people will be millionaires by now, you know.
That's true.
So I mean, and right now also there are people like Sanka who's writing songs and this and that. I don't know what kind of deals they do when they write songs now. I know it's very different and maybe it's lucrative, but I think there should be a mechanism like that in place. Would you be for something? Because then when you charge your fee, you can charge accordingly, right?
No, I think definitely we should, it should be introduced properly in Lanka. I mean, they have it abroad as well. So
I mean, it doesn't have to be even 5, something, you know,
yeah.
just to motivate.
The thing is, like for me, when I sing cover songs, even live, I never sing without asking the artist.
Right.
I always get their permission because I think it's courtesy.
Of course.
You should definitely ask.
At least.
You wouldn't like, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but like I would also be more happy if, like, let's say somebody singing my song, but they'd let me know, like, Ashanya,
so now your songs,
song.
exactly.
It's
Now if
nice,
someone
you know?
sings Rata Rata, shouldn't you, I mean, imagine now, I'm just telling you, now imagine another girl or a guy or whatever, it's a girl because you're a girl now, she starts singing Rata Rata all over the jungle and all over the place, and now everywhere she goes, she's singing Rata Rata. she make a lot of money singing Rata Rata. But you, who paid for the production, paid for the music video, sang it live to make it popular, are not receiving anything for it. Isn't that unfair?
No, it's unfair, but what I said was like, for me, I feel like right now in this moment, even if I don't get the cash, I said the courtesy matters a lot.
No, courtesy does. Now, it's like this, no, Ashanti, Ashanti, I call you Ashanti. Ashanti, now in your case, you're fine because you are with your parents and you're all right. But a lot of
No, I like you say it's
there are a lot of the there are a lot of songwriters who are, I mean, I'm not saying that they don't have money, but
easy to make a song.
yeah, it's not easy to make. It's your intellectual creativity, intellectual property, whatever. And a lot of some of these songwriters, they live very meager lives.
It's not very cheap to do a song
Of
either
course.
anymore.
I mean, I remember back in the day when Bhati and Iraj did it, they used to get songs written by Duga, as he's called, or Vasanta Duga Nangyala. And he used to charge them. And, he became quite successful through that. But I don't know. I mean, I think either someone has to step in, speak to the government, speak to some kind of board, have this. Because I'm telling you right now, you won't realize it. Abroad, there are people who live lavish lux, who support their entire family and their generations next through one Christmas song that's become a hit.
Yeah.
Every year they get a paycheck, right? So it's a total different industry. Ashanya, so now tell us before we wrap things up, all the time's gone really far. Okay, it always goes when I talk to this one, you're on the phone, but she's very easy to talk to, so understandable. But Ashanya, so what's the future plans for Miss Premadasa?
Miss Premadasa.
Or is it going to be Mrs. Premadasa soon? No?
No, Miss Premadasa. No way. Think for me in the future plans is that obviously I'm accessing my music, so everything related to music for now. So I'm gonna continue to doing more originals and
Very good. I'm very happy to hear then. That's the way forward.
my end goal is to take the name Ashanya, take my name international or something. So that is my end goal. You see.
So good, Ashanya, and it's lovely always to see you, and I am very proud of you. I mean, I always kind of knew this will happen because I remember when I was talking to you back in the day during the Yamaha times, your dad sent me some videos of you performing on stage and singing Baila at some, I remember the famine part.
My first no, I think it was a concert.
Yes, concert.
That was person where I was trying to sing her song before even voice or anything. Sing her bendy. So it was cool. But
Yeah, so even when I saw that, I thought, wow, that's, when I realized this girl there's something special in her. And I'm pretty sure you have your dreams, have made them as big as you can. I have no doubt with your work ethic and I know you're very ambitious. I'm pretty sure you will achieve all your dreams.
I want to say that I met you. I met Anil when I was also like 17. So before even before anybody even recognized who Ashanya is, he recognized me. And that was my proper, I think my first cool, a YouTube video. And then he invited me to come and it was Yamaha. So I was like, I just got called with Yamaha. Yeah, I'm gonna go. And then it was a big deal.
Yeah, Yamaha has to hear this now and we have to start again. Shane, can you hear? Shane, okay.
It's a big deal. And it is still a big deal for me because I say Yamaha, it's obviously a big deal. So he recognized
But at that time,
and that it's big.
I mean, it was my pleasure meeting you.
People in the stardom ever before we coined it the proper supply who actually helped them.
That's very sweet of you to say. And, it's a pleasure then. It's a pleasure now. Okay, Ashanya, we love you here. That's the Anil Balasuriya show. I know it's always good, but we'll meet up. We'll get you back very soon. Good luck with all your endeavors, and hopefully we'll see an English song. And good luck with this collaboration with Iraj. And again, don't worry about any of the negativity. Just stay positive, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, take care. God bless. Bye.